Hello and welcome back. Right, now then, I seem to recall. Now then, first things first, need to set the yes I did, I left it ready, didn't I? I thought I did. Right, let's set this going. And start at nearest. Go. No, it's not going to take him very long to do that, is it? That's only a bad thing. I hope you can forgive me, my gamepad's playing up, so I've already bought a replacement for it once, and I'm having to send it back because it's dodgy. So, yeah, it wanders. It's really annoying. Right. I will allow this. I've said this all along. I'm not going to. Oh. Oh wow. That's annoying. They've re-put them as in a different way. Right, anyway. In fact, no. Let's be sensible. Gather these together instead of. I think we'd pretty much finish this field that's a bit of a disaster. Right, I know what we're going to need to do as well. Also, those. How many grass bales have we got on this one that need actually proper. Just one. So one thing I'm not very keen about this, always seem to get those bales like that one that miss going through. Something with my previous favourites. Has that dropped down? No, it's still good. Excellent, right. Let's see if we can actually get it. Oh no, it isn't. That's better, that's better. Let's go to our other field and see if we can actually show the true how good this setup is, because I was not terribly blown away, and I don't think anybody else would have been by. In fact, it was more like a trade wreck than it was showing people how good a setup was. So let's go to our other field up here, see if we can try and learn a lesson. I think it's down there, isn't it? It goes down there and around, if I remember rightly. Ooh. Yes, it is rather a long setup. And those just set up a little bit prominent forwards. But then let's see. Now then, yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm not got tabbing on, so but I will. It's the only way I can do that. There's no way I could possibly get across the map in the time before Courseplay would crash the game. So it's more a matter of to protect the game than it is through wanting to. There we go. So that's 2 of the 3 fields are now set. Now we're on 1 speed because we said while we're sowing we will allow speed 1, so that the growth is uniform, and you don't get those bits where weeds, well, you get weeds from the through, but you don't get different patches starting at different times. So I will put it up to 5 times speed as soon as we've finished all sowing. Right. So then we want field 17. 5 on the right crop. First, go. Excellent. Now then, let's go back over to that. I do apologise for this because this is the one thing I'm not. Now then, let's have a look at the shapers. I think this is a normal traditional field. It's a little bit narrow-ended, I seem to recall, but we shall try and set a decent course generation. That's narrow though. It's anything I don't like. That one was a weird shape. So it got the like 2 wings almost, and it had also got a telegraph pole, which I didn't notice when I field 22 headland. I would like to do 3, but I don't think it'll let me. It's way too small, I think. And we want 8.4. Oh, it will. Brilliant. Because I think it's the 3 headlands which will allow you enough breadth to get in the middle. I think that's what I did wrong. I did 2 headlands on 24 and it didn't give it enough room for the turning in to do the centre rows. It kept hitting things. So let's try that. And we shall start at first and we shall observe this a little. Can stand on this sideline a bit here and observe a little, just to make sure, because it really was. It wasn't poetry in motion, let's just put it that way originally, the other one. We'll observe it doing 1 round. What? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Every single time. This stupid settle always does this stupid to the left. Every single time you set it going, which is another exceptionally Well, I'm glad I didn't just pop off. It's not a very big field. Right. I'm not going to watch its every move. Let's go and grab the little Sammy and grab the silage bales all together. Looking forward to when we've actually got the animals all across here. Yes, that's what I'm on about. It drops down constantly. Drives me crazy. It doesn't owe me anything. It is a proper Xbox One wireless one, and it is amazing. But I say once the thumb pads go on any, it's usually the beginning of the end. So I tried to order a wired one, because with doing this, obviously I love wireless, but what I find is you sometimes run out of battery. So for this particular thing, I think a wired one is probably better. Last thing you need in a Let's Play is to be saying, oh sorry, which I have done a couple of times on this, sorry, yeah, I'll just got to swap my batteries. You can of course do what I have been doing since, which is to check your battery level, which that's not too bad, but I don't know, I think it's just one less problem out of the way if you have got a wired one. There's already enough things to go wrong without allowing things like batteries and stuff like that to get in the way of the Let's Play. So right, let's go up top. Wow, that's quite a hill, that is. This Sammy is 210 horsepower, and that was struggling with that, so here we go. Look out, there's one grass already. Careful not to grab that one. We won't see the plushness of this grass very often, but we are going to properly scan the fields and properly fertilise and lime. So to be honest, the growth should be about the same as if we did let it go to the full orange stage, which this is. So what we see now should be approximately the same amount of growth as if we did things the way we're going to do them, because I always do them on the first yellowy orange cut, not the orange cut, the last stage, because of the waiting for the extra growth is a lot longer. So I've done badly though from the two fields, and there's a bit of clean up to do as well. You can see quite a bit that needs sorting. Yeah, I can see that we're going to need probably a Volvo on this. The Volvo, the one thing about it is its speed. I don't think I'd want to be travelling that Volvo from one side of the map to the other. So I think, yeah, actually to probably go grab a Volvo. In fact, if I'd got time I'd go now, because the shop's not terribly far from here. But there's no way it's going to take that very long at all to get this last bit done, but I do think we'll do that. Definitely, it needs doing. A Volvo with a bucket, and also I'm trying to think, will I? Yeah, you always want one for bale handling and stuff like that if things go wrong, especially with this setup. It's a given, really. Now, really, with your steering, you've gone so wide as that. I don't get it. I don't get why you would need to go so wide with your turning circle. You've got one of the best turning circles of any tractor in the game, And you went that wide? See the lines, no idea where. I can't even see why you did that. You should be going down here, shouldn't you? Looking at this. Right, so I think I'm in the way. Should. Yeah, I think I'm in your way, aren't I? Yeah, you were dropping that. I wondered why it was hovering, why it wasn't doing anything. It was actually finishing the bail off. Now then, let's see. Yes, it's funny, both the courseplay and Follow Me don't seem to handle the Syntrack very well. I had to take control of the Syntrack, because when I put it on Follow Me, it kept crashing into things. So I don't know if it's... it's weird, I've used the Syntrack for a long time with my traditional setup, the Baler wrapper all in one. So I wonder, is it not handling that, this new setup? Because this is not the normal setup. That's why it's a bit very unusual. Right, let me just change left control Y. I'm going to change this. It's a front wheel, just for travelling between different things, because the four-wheel steering seems to be just too much for driving on the roads, which I know, I think I've heard someone say it's actually illegal anyway, but obviously I wouldn't do it if it was illegal in real life, but that doesn't alter the fact that for farming simulator purposes I have in the past done it. Right, so we are going to need that actually. So I'm going to put the Sammy on follow, and I shall drive this. Oh, let's get rid of the lines. I know we're not. Just hate. It looks unprofessional when you've got guests. Trying to, wow, that is a bit tight actually for something that's got a bit of a. You certainly won't want to be going around there with a lorry. Can I clear that? No, I can't. I'm going to have to pull forward again. Very tight. Oh, that's the way out. I think I'm going to have to fix the Sammy, because I'll have totally stuffed him up, to be honest. Be lucky if they're still behind me with all that reversing. Yeah. Yeah, thought as much. Lady, you will not get far doing that, and I do realise it was my fault doing the little bits of reverse, but even then I'm quite sure I didn't actually do what you were doing. Let's try and spin around a bit. Let's see if you can just about. Yes, you can. Still not holding my breath that you'll actually manage to get out of that. Let's see how this copes now. You must remember though that little Sammy's stuck on 26 miles an hour. So what I am going to do though, I'm not going to do anything about it now, but I am. Titan's doing well. Let's just grab the wheel loader, the second one, and I'll colour this one different. Right, and we're also going to try a different kind of attachment on this. I'm going to try the Magsi because I think it's still a high dump bucket. It's only got 3,000, but that's for what we want it. It should be fine, truthfully. We also want the big bag handler for any bailing mishaps. Absolute excellent tool. Right, now then, let's get these over to the other farm. There's not much in it really. This is a slightly more direct way, I think, because let's see if this is a better way of travelling with this. It seems definitely less wobbly all over the place. So yeah, I think it was just down to all-wheel steer that was causing. What? Do you know, it would be nice just once, if I didn't have to try and sort out a traffic problem. Although I do realise this looks more like cars being their usual self. Well, they certainly did a good job on that. Oh, you've well got me. Don't think there's any hope at all. Right, this is a time, because game mechanics have caused such a kerfuffle, where truthfully this is a time where you need to clear off and let the cars disappear, because there's no way, because of the way that the cars have done that, that you can actually escape. So not sure how far you need to go further than that. Okay, we'll come and grab that another time. I know it seems a bit harsh and you wouldn't do that in real life, but then neither would drivers do what they've done. So it's a shame, because I really needed that bale trailer. I suppose we could leave the little Sammy parked up. Right, young man, I have a job for you later on. Operation. There's no way I'm resetting that trailer with all of that amount of money on it. It's thousands and thousands of pounds worth of silage once it's gone to silage, of course. At the minute it's just grass, but even so it still represents quite a considerable asset, certainly too much to allow a reset. So, oh yeah, this is a pleasure to drive, definitely, completely different. And let's try and speed it up a little. It seemed to get a bit unwieldy as soon as you hit more than 40, which, well, obviously this is actually quite a curvy road, so the chance of getting up to 40 on this type of road is, you'd be mad. Although I have seen some mad riders who would have done far more than 40 down a road like this in my time, but yeah, we're not going to be one of them. Now I do remember field 5 is ready. I'm not sure if the lines are... I noticed this, I think it was when we were feeding the animals earlier. Let's see, this is really quite a tight right turn. Of course we've never done this, have we? We need to set this going. Let's get rid of that. Course generation. Field. No, it's a new. It's the new field edge, isn't it? Yep, 5 field edge. generation. It should be currently loaded course. Hello. Yeah, that's what we want. God, is that? Oh no, of course. No, I'm forgetting. Let's drop these off. Oh, but we need to be able to do the edge, so let's drop them in the middle. Right, it looks like we've got to do... I'd forgotten we'd drop the new... This is annoying because we're not going to need this for very long. In fact, yeah, thinking about it, let's be sensible. Or we're going to do a manual one for once. Because this is going to be reset to field 5's normal edges. We'll be doing a... I'm not lazy, but I don't see the point in doing a new field edge for something that's not going to be... This is the bit I'm on about, cycling through all of this different ways. Is it actually down properly? Yeah, that looks better. That can't help. You cut it. Oh, it looks like... Oh, still up, I've not dropped it. Oh, why have you changed from swath mode? Oh, that's annoying. I don't know. Right. Now then I need to go forward or I'm going to miss the bail. We have worked it out, which is obviously something that Courseplay hasn't. If you go forward straight after doing the back, now then have I... Oh, what? How did you miss it? Oh, don't tell me. I know why. Because you are... You're still in that travel mode. Let's see if I can grab it. Ooh. Let's leave it on the baler. Right, let's see if we can get some work done. A few weeds on this, so we'll lose a bit of... It is plush grass though, I'm not going far before I'm making a bale, so... It's alright, my Thornton Farm Let's Play is done in hard mode, so it's weird how it changes the way you do... Wait, my front mower's not down. Oh, it's not on. Look at that. Can't believe I didn't notice. Oh, I don't know. Right, we will try to get this right. My Thornton Farm Let's Play is done in, it's an extreme, so it's literally done in hard mode, hard, not normal economy, but hard, and boy was that tough. So it's funny, it did teach me quite a lot. I never ever cut around the edge of a field. I've never done it because you don't sort of need to. You make money at such a... Oh, I need to go forward. I'll have to tidy that up later. I am not gonna release the bale. I know I'm wasting grass, but if I do, without it being straight, I'm gonna lose it. So we'll clean that up later. But I need to go straight. Otherwise it misses that bale. Right, so we'll clean that up afterwards. Sorry that it looks like I'm cutting my cows. yeah, so I got into the habit of cutting the edges as well, because I needed to make money. It was so tight to begin with making money because of the price of silage is it's almost half. I mean, I'm used to making serious money on normal mode, but Gordon Bennett on hard economy, it was. I did adjust. I did, like anything. It's you do adjust to the challenge, and in the end, I actually did sort of get used to it. So I think I could handle hard mode again, because you need to do things differently. Let's quickly grab that and shut it. Okay, and shut it. To be in the inside. I didn't realise that. Never tried to do that from the outside. Now, did I put the... No, I didn't. So we need to go forwards till that grabs. Then we can start to turn a corner if we needed to. So there'll be quite a lot of cleaning up to do, because this bale, well, you can see how wide I'm turning. Right, we're going to go straight over what we've already done, because we missed the middle section, so waste not, want not. Should be done. Shouldn't take too long, to be honest. There's not that much. He says, oh my life, it goes a lot longer than I thought. Dragging some bales along with me. Right, let's cut into the field. It's going to go right where I don't want it to. Around this corner before I start. Need to be straight. Put the back down. I haven't. Oh, talk about a lot of clean up. Gordon Bennett. I'll be going around this field 2 or 3 times before I've got it all done. The edge is right. Am I gonna? Brilliant. Could really do with being an all-wheel steer now. Okay, can notice the difference between the all-wheel. Right, I wanted to set this straight. I knew that it was about finished. Oh, we're going to miss it. Oh, we are. Gordon Bennett. That's not very forgiving. It was only slightly out. Wow. Yes, I'm beginning to prefer my original setup of the Class Rolands. I think, truthfully, all things considered, that I will stick to my original favourite. That is quite a serious. The thing I love about this one is the fact that it leaves them all flat like that, which is a big advantage, because obviously we all know that the big disadvantage to a round baler is that they roll. Well, they don't if you can set them flat like that. Because this isn't an all-in-one, even if you're twisting slightly because it's a two-piece, it misses the bale, and then you've got to come around afterwards and grab the bales as like a bale handler, because you can't manoeuvre it in. That's something else I've tried as well. So yeah, all things considered, I think chasing the odd bale that's rolled is perhaps the lesser of two evils. The other thing I do like about this though is you can manage to use this with something like the Fen GT. It's got a very low horsepower requirement, so swings and roundabouts, I suppose. Well, we need to get this level no matter what, otherwise we are going to miss. Right, this is something we can't avoid. I could run actually, I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not very far away thinking about it. If we jump the hedge, that should be somewhere on this field. So we want to knock time up to 5, because now we are back onto normal field work. That is the last of the planting done. Well, I'm still wondering why it's taking me a long time. Of course I'm on standard speed. Got into the habit of using standard speed in my other Let's Play just to try to be a little bit more realistic. It's the one thing I didn't very much like when I was... Let's just tidy these little tufts up. They do annoy me. Whoa. It's getting worse, the dropping that the gamepad's doing. Ordered another one today. I'm just hoping it's going to be a good one. Let's just fill this up. Ready for next time. I always like to prepare my... Those silage bales are ready as well. I think I'm running out of time again, so it's going to be more about preparation and then more about sorting things out next time. Let's just grab that tuft actually. Noise. I know it shouldn't. I know. We've all got our little bit of things that annoy us. I won't say OCD because someone will correct me. Why is that? Why is that not allowing me to shut it off? Very weird. Fill point, very narrow. very narrow window. You often can't get the fertilizer, and then well, we need to shift those. That the one thing I'm going to have to do, even if it means extending the recording time, is obviously finish that one field, but also to grab the bales and put them in that thing. That is the one thing I promised I would do this this time. Right, I did say I would allow this, so I will. Let's right. They are down. Now, did I actually get rid of the bale? Nope. Right. The width on this, it shouldn't take as long, truthfully, now to just give it a bit of overlap. Oh, come on. Brilliant. I'm going to go straight to gather the grass. And the same on this side. Let's try and think about the setup. If we do slower turns, we won't miss so much produce. And there's not so much cleaning up to do, to be honest. Do this in 2 chunks. Dropping has become an alright problem. It's almost every time you touch the little thumb pad that it sort of like drops down, and of course it's your level for your video, which I think for does your video level when you're altering your up and your down shot like that, so it does get a lot of hammer and it keeps randomly dropping down, but it's getting more and more frequent now, so not the sort of thing you want to be affecting your we should do that in 2, I think. Oh, missed a little bit too far forward. Any room to pull forward. Let's try. It's not long, is it? It's just a little tiny bit. Just a bit of clean up that end. That's the end of my official recording session. I knew this would take a little longer. We're going to have the clean up to do, and then grabbing the bales and putting them in those new sheds. I can't leave that any longer. It's got to get some of these backlog jobs during winter we can take the silage bales all to the BGA. That's not going to hurt. We could just do a full recording session of that, and also, oh, that's a point. What about the manure? That's going to be totting up, isn't it? Oh, not much worse than it was last time, so. Love the steering on this, it is absolutely fantastic. So just this last clean up run. See if we can grab that. One last thing to clean up. Not quite enough, let's not try and be superhuman and do something that we know we can't do. Should just about get that bale out of there. Perfect. Right, let's leave that, we'll grab that when we finish, because this is going to be much more nippy for Whoa. Bales are so, you don't want to move out your way when you bump into them. I think I've only ever found one tractor that's good with dealing with bales, and that's the, I'll show you. For dealing with bales, I find this the best tractor. The HTZ 17221, because it's one of the swivel tractors. I don't know, it seems to rock over the bale really well. And the second good thing is another mower that I tried, which is this, because of its shape, deals perfectly. It's a drag, so if you use in combination with the HTZ and the Spearhead, I still got it loaded, yeah, the Spearhead Stubblemaster 730, because it's got wings that go backwards, it deflects the bale and pushes it to the side, so that is an absolutely amazing mower to use. Slightly smaller than this, so you can also drag a baler behind it, because it has actually got an attacher, so that again can also be a single pass. No, it can't. That's right. That's why you can stick a windrower behind it, because it's got an attacher, and then you can stick, there's one windrower, the one that we're using in this series, that has the ability to be able to also have anything, even with a proper 3-point link. So yeah, we've used that to good effect. But if you can imagine how long that is, it's long enough using the double setup. If you can imagine using the Stubblemaster dragging behind, then the long windrower, and then the baler wrapper combination, it is humongous. The turning circle is, again, it almost precludes the use of using something like a courseplay where you'd have to do everything manually, because it caused more trouble than it was worth. So again, like a lot of things, some of these combinations on paper are fantastic, but the reality in the game, sometimes you think for the hassle and stress that they actually do, it's probably better to use the original setup that's not going to save you time. Right, let's go straight. Oh god, is that going to be, it's not going to be straight, is it? It's that when it's turning. Oh, so annoying. Yeah, and that's when I find this becomes bad, because we've got two grass bales already that now need a bit of manual handling, and as I say, you can't even manoeuvre the, well, I've tried, I'm not saying you can't, I'm sure if you did it, but again, it's all about time, isn't it, really? Farming Simulator is all about the time taken to make, is your setup good or is it bad? You know, if you've got a setup that's efficient, I think it's far better than having one that's... Gotta be careful, this is such a good steerer. Certainly quick at its clean up, I can give it that. The steering on this is absolutely amazing. I think I've said that a few times already, that's because it's true. But it is useful when you're clearing up like this. Oh wow, that's got a big wide outer bit. Let's do the outer bit and then we'll pop in for the inner bit. Be wasting massive swaths of grass like that. And then if we pull in, oh no, let's do this outer one first. Turn back around to clean this lot. Sure how good the pickup on this is. That's the other thing that my class Roland is absolutely, it's got one of the widest pickups I have ever known on any baler. So that again is, I don't think this is quite as good, but it's not terrible. I have known much worse ones. So it is definitely I think this is definitely in my number 2 position. I think the class Roland pips it, even with the fact that it's not so good at turning bales flat like that. I still got to give it the edge. This is more faffy. By the time you've lost bales and you've got to put them back in manually with something like the big bag handler to properly turn them into silage, it's definitely more faffy. Let's grab that one there. Turning time. What was the question? Let's get these little bits done. Quite a lot of weird bits here. Now this is the other thing it's not good at, and that's reversing. Because of the fact that it's dragging the baler wrapper. I did miss a little bit. Not too bad though. I still missed a bit. This thing turns too quickly sometimes. These are some pretty serious patches. Let's grab that one. We're gonna fall. I see you. You're a serious amount of grass. Let's have another go at that. I don't think I did that justice. No, I couldn't quite get in at that. Should finish this off, I think, with that. That was a massive section of grass. Oh, just. Wow, that was a bit close. He only has to be literally slightly round the corner and that's it, it's missed it. Let's just do this tiny touch of tidying up that bit that I missed. There's quite a big chunk of grass. This will be the last cut, I think, mid-autumn. Yeah, it will. Right, let's just, I think we're nearly there. Not going to waste too much time on little tiny weeny bits, because that's false economy as well. Time is precious. Right, yeah, these are little bits. That's a big bit. I think there's a big bit by the gate. Might be wrong. I've already picked it up. Yeah, I think I did. Right, so let's grab that and fold it all. That's not bad. There's a bit of picking up, which will leave the baler wrapper on the field for that very reason. Now then I need to change to the nose mode to lift that up somewhat. That's it. Now I would imagine the Syntrac's got enough weight in the tractor itself to cope with that. Yet another thing that's in its... Right, thinking about this, we are going to have cuts in field. Yeah, we're going to leave this on the side of the field actually, because we're going to need this. Oh, I missed it. Right, what we're going to do now is Operation Sammy. Let's see. If yes, excellent. And you see, that is. Now don't block me in after all that. Yeah, I'm going to collect it, mate. Just I don't need any tractors behind me. That's the only bad thing. Let's see if we can... Oh, just what we could do with a really high horsepower tractor to... Oh dear. We might need to do this the other way. Okay, well, that'll do. Right, brilliant. There we go. That saves a reset. Yeah, when game mechanics get you stuck, I did try to show that a long time ago, but I didn't actually go far enough away. It is a fantastic mechanic, to be honest, because you can't always afford to reset when the game... A driver would not hem you in like those drivers did, not to that extent. They would move back if you were going to cause an accident, but you can't in this game obviously tell the cars to shift. It won't happen, so... Right, we'll grab and make this a full 36. We'll drop these on the side of field 5 while we've just done, and then we'll grab the last few bales and tidy them all up, put them all on the side of that field, and then we're going to move the bales, and then that is going to be the end of this episode. I think we've done very well. We've done two grass bales, 2 grass fields even. Not bad. I do seriously think though, with all the faffing around, that I'm not so sure that 2 Fendt GTs with their 7 metres aren't quite a bit quicker. That did seem quite faffy. I suppose the trouble is the smaller fields aren't the best. I suppose probably the triple mower setup is absolutely excellent on things like Marwell Manor has got that massive grass field. Now something like that, when it's going to take you all day and all night, because it's so... Switch view, because that's well annoying. Yeah, that grass field there is the biggest grass field I've ever known. It is so large, and it's a strange shape as well. It's even with course play, it takes absolutely ages to do. So that is perfect for that, truthfully. But I suppose the small ones, field 5 is quite a small field. It's narrow, so yeah, not necessarily the Now I don't need to change this to pick up. think I've done that right. Let's see if my key combination is... no. Right, I think that should work now. It's unloaded. That's better. Don't need to pick many up, so we'll go for these few. 32, 3, 34, 35. Need one more. 36, you will do nicely. Then we shall pull parallel to the field edge, the inner edge. If we go straight, we should. Let's have a look. Is that straight-ish? Not perfect. No. Have I cleared the edge of the trailer? That's one thing it's useful to... Excellent. Let's grab the rest. Let's make sure that we clear those before we switch it back on. Brilliant. Still not, don't always get that right. The button combination on the gamepad to pick up again. So these will be ready in 05 late autumn. Didn't do badly, but it's certainly nowhere near the full field. Let's get that sprayed this time as well. We need to avoid those two grass bales. We need to grab them at some point, but that type of cleanup can be done another time. It's wow, yeah, not bad at all. Right, let's drop these with a little bit away from there. Excellent. Right, we need this now for the last thing we're going to do in this episode, which is shifting those bales. There's about 108 bales into the new shed. I think we'll be using the external view almost completely because we need perspective in comparison to something else. Oh, that's going to push that trailer forward a little. Right, how are we doing on fuel? Oh wow, Sam is actually not doing badly. Just makes a change. Yes, I built the bale sheds, or had it built. Ordered it last episode, and it definitely looks big enough to cope with the amount of bales that we've got, which should keep us in bales without us needing straw for an awful long time. So yeah, let's grab these as well. Let's see, did I do it right or not? Yes, I did. Brilliant. Should be 3. Excellent. I've always threatened to cut this grass and never got around to it. It'll be the most plush grass that you could possibly have. It'll be dying soon, so... Right, let's... Yes, if this was my Thornton Valley, there'd be none of this grass left. Right. Now then. Let's gather those. Yeah, let's change view. And also let's shut that gate, because I think that will Might need that space. It's just going to be a bit of a learning curve about the best way to do this. Need to capture most of the end bales on this lot. We're going to have to use brilliant. It's 36. My idea is to float, because of the length of this and because it's an auto load. I might need to be slightly unrealistic and poke my nose. Oh no, I think we'll be alright. Oh no, I will. Right. My idea is to float them into the middle-ish, which is going to be hard to gauge. A little bit more. Trying to gauge it by the yellow middle sections. Might be a bit far over actually. Now then, let's see if we can. Not terrible, I've seen worse. Let's see. Let's grab some more. See if we can dart in the middle. We should be able to get in the middle of these. Right, we're going to have to pull wide. Let's try, so we need to straighten up as well. Should truthfully be able to, I can make this level, be able to float those right next to them. This is the real gauge though of not getting them too close. Now they're under. Oh, it's not registering my click. Not bad. Not sure we'll get another thing in though. I might have been a bit untidy, so I might need to stick. Oh, please tell me I'm not picking. Oh, I am picking the ones up behind. Oh, of course I am. Right, oops. Let's see what the space is like around this side. I knew it wouldn't be perfect. We might need to do a bit of manual. You can't expect. Oh no. We might actually be alright. It's not level though. No, it isn't. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. We need to be square. Which of the field's not actually grown yet, or we won't be able to do this. Let's swing wide so we can literally get level. Still not quite right there. Looks lovely. Now let's see if we can tidy up that mess that we've made round the back. Might need to... yeah, let's see if we can grab as many in there as we possibly can. The first set. This. Okay, let's just try and sweep clear. close to that first layer. Got to be careful, I don't want to grab the back layer, so this is going to be, have to try and be careful. You three. Come on, am I too far away? Let's try and pull a touch closer to you three. Come on, you really should be able to get you. Then let's get pull forwards. Should think just about be able to get them. Or not. Or not. Okay. I know what we'll do. It's sort of cheaty, but they pop each other out, so what I could do is let's try and go back as far as I possibly can, and then let's it will make a slight mess. It can't be helped. Oh no, there was enough room actually. Excellent. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I have a sneaky feeling we're gonna knock them in somewhat. Even if it means coming to manually sort them out. I'm not gonna literally grab them. But I think the first, I'm not so sure that they're all a bit messy, so let's try that again. I don't want to be leaving, I know this is faffy and all the rest of it, but right, let's grab them. I've got one of them. One of you should get the other two. Let's try and pull those in a little. Come on. Oh, haha. I won't get any more, will I? That is 36. Let's just try and nudge those, literally. Let's try and see if we can push them with the Sammys from 3-point link. We all know that bales don't like being pushed though, but there we go, that's not too bad. Right. Now then, let's straighten up. That's not too shabby. That's fairly central as well. That's definitely under the... Oh! No, they're not too far. Excellent. That will do me. Excellent. That is a good place to leave things. Let's just make sure. Let's just go the other side, but I'm happy with that. Excellent. Excellent shed. Actually, I don't think it was under an 8, was it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 6 18s. Oh, I'm going to 2 extra as well. 60, 100. Oh, it is. It's 110 bales, actually. So, yeah, excellent. Right, let's open that. And that is where we're going to leave it. Oh, I think I'm going to get clocked. I am. My bad. Let's just move that out of the way a bit. I thought I'd left enough swing space. It only just got me, but that was... So then, just a quick recap. We have Mode 24, field 20, well we did 24 last session, 24, 20 and 5, so I would imagine we will get one more cut out of 16, 18 and 19 this year. That's if they've not turned, they were just in the growing stage. No, they're still growing. I would think that we'll get one more cut out of those 3 grass fields to make silage on the turn of this year. All of our fields are fertilised. Oh, actually, did I line them? Let's just check one last thing before, just so as it sort of sets a mental note. Yeah, pH is good, nitrogen's good on all fields except for 5 that we've just cut, and it won't be any good on those. Of course I've not. I need to be literally scanning those 22 and 24. That's why it's not showing any data. So they're just natural. We've not got any field data on that. So you look as well, field 16, that's going dark, so that's going to be outdated soon, and 5's not going to be far behind, so we need to rescan 22, 24, 16 and 5. And on that note, in such a good state of fields and planting and everything ready for next year, we have just got a little bit of mopping up to do. We've got those bales sorted now. We've got 2 sets of 36 over in the barn where the cows are going to go, so that's ready for the cows to move. We've got that mass that we can refill once we get down on those, which, to be honest, I don't think in the Let's Play we're playing we will ever get down that amount of bales, not if we played for another 3 or 4 seasons. So yeah, I'm seriously thinking that's going to outlast the Let's Play, so we don't need any more straw, canola straw at all. In fact, I've switched straw me off because of the way that the game is changing and the game mechanics are changing. To be honest, there was a time when straw used to make you some money as a farmer. Now, unless you're doing animals, and I mean, you've seen we've got 200 bales in that, and the 70 odd over in the other farm, so there's no way we're ever going to need any more bales, literally, period. So we've got enough straw to do probably 2,000 cattle. One of the massive I'll show you, I can't think of the name, Global Company, the 2,000 one that you can get on the Global Company Animals section, that you could literally keep those going for years on that amount. So yeah, say there was a time when obviously hay and obviously silaging still is an excellent way of making money, even on all maps now. But now the old thing of taking your straw bales to earn a few quid is now a thing of the past on almost all maps. But there is one thing you can do, which is something I discovered on my Thornton Farm Let's Play, is you can use the new compost mod, but not with things like canola straw or soya straw if you were using something like Straw Me. So to be honest, Straw Me has now sort of become a mod that's can't be used because of the fact that you can't sell the straws on most maps anymore. So again, unfortunately, it's become a mod that's run out of time because of the way that things are going, because it's been decided that hang on a minute, that's annoying me. I'm going to do something on this that I did on my Thornton farm, something I didn't think of. We've got to do it a very narrow. Is that the smallest? Yes, it is. I know it's a bit weird, but at least it's touching the ground now. And let's face it, you do get trees on hillocks with a little bit of touch up that should be alright. So we have now no longer got a floating tree, and we don't need to ever hack that to pieces, so we have saved a tree. Yeah, so basically the straw, things like using barley straw or wheat straw, where you would years ago bale them up and take them to the barn or something to earn money. Now nearly all maps now there is no money in it. They just don't accept straw at all. There's no money But the one thing you can do with the new compost mod is normal wheat and barley straw can be turned to compost and then sold at the sell points that accept compost on the map, which when you use the compost mod actually adds the compost sale to a couple of your sale points at least. So to be honest, I think compost is the way going forwards, the only way you can make use of straw. But obviously a mod like Straw Me, it doesn't recognise canola or soya straw, so again it's the Straw Me mod is sort of, unfortunately, because of the way things are going in Farming Simulator, seems to be no longer necessary or no longer usable, because it's been an excellent mod. I've loved it, but say it's coming to the point now where it really needs uninstalling, which is such a shame, but it is what it is. We've got no control over the game, so we play with what we're given. So on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you continue on this journey with us. I seriously think our progress is amazing. We're beginning to get some interesting setups. I seriously think I might change my baler wrapper though, honestly, just to show you, even if it's just a hire and I do one field. But to be honest, I think I will sell those two and use the one that I love the most, just to show you how the pickup and how that works, because it is so much better than that particular setup, because of the losing the grass bales behind you sometimes and not always catching the bales, and it's more faffy. And again, you need things that work and that work well and that you don't have to think about, and that, you know, just work without causing any sort of level of stress or, oh, that's not worked properly. So on that note, I'm not going to waffle anymore. I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me, and thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.